Are you tired of feeling powerless and unable to stick to your goals? Do you wish you could tap into your inner strength and harness your willpower effectively? In this video, we'll delve into the profound teachings of Buddhism and uncover how you can gain mastery over your mind to skyrocket your willpower. Lesson 1. Identify the thoughts you want to change. The first step in controlling our minds and increasing our willpower is to identify the thoughts that we want to change. This process may seem simple, but it requires a deep level of self-awareness and introspection. In Buddhism, this practice is known as mindfulness, which involves being fully present and attentive to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. To identify the thoughts you want to change, begin by observing your mind as it wanders from one thought to another. Pay close attention to the thoughts that arise and the emotions that accompany them. Are there any recurring thoughts or patterns that you notice? Are there any thoughts that cause you distress, anxiety, or discomfort? It's important to remember that our thoughts are not permanent or fixed. They arise and pass away like clouds in the sky. In Buddhism, this concept is known as impermanence, which reminds us that everything in life is constantly changing. By recognizing the impermanent nature of our thoughts, we can begin to loosen their grip on our minds and cultivate a greater sense of inner peace. One way to identify the thoughts you want to change is to keep a thought journal. Each time you notice a thought that causes you distress or discomfort, write it down in your journal. Try to be as specific as possible about the thought and the emotions that accompany it. Over time, you may begin to notice patterns or themes in your thoughts that can help you identify the areas where you need to focus your attention. Another way to identify the thoughts you want to change is to practice self-reflection. Take some time each day to sit in silence and reflect on your thoughts and emotions. Ask yourself questions like, what thoughts are causing me distress or discomfort? And what patterns or themes do I notice in my thoughts? By engaging in this practice regularly, you can develop a greater sense of self-awareness and insight into your thought patterns. It's important to approach this process with a sense of curiosity and non-judgment. Our thoughts are not inherently good or bad, they are simply thoughts. By observing them without judgment, we can begin to see them for what they are and cultivate a greater sense of compassion and understanding toward ourselves. Once you have identified the thoughts you want to change, it's important to recognize that you have the power to change them. In Buddhism, this concept is known as self-mastery, which involves cultivating the inner strength and discipline to control our thoughts and emotions. By practicing mindfulness and self-reflection, we can develop a greater sense of self-mastery and take control of our thought patterns. One way to cultivate self-mastery is to practice mental discipline. This involves intentionally directing our thoughts toward positive and constructive thoughts and away from negative and destructive thoughts. For example, if you notice a recurring thought that causes you distress, try to replace it with a positive affirmation or a constructive thought. Over time, this practice can help to rewire your thought patterns and cultivate a more positive and empowering mindset. Another way to cultivate self-mastery is to practice meditation. Meditation involves focusing your mind on a single point of concentration, such as your breath or a mantra, and letting go of all other thoughts and distractions. By practicing meditation regularly, you can develop a greater sense of mental clarity and focus, which can help you control your thoughts and emotions. In Buddhism, meditation is considered a fundamental practice for cultivating self-mastery and increasing willpower. By training our minds to focus on a single point of concentration, we can develop the mental discipline and inner strength needed to control our thoughts and emotions. By practicing mindfulness, self-reflection, and mental discipline, you can develop a greater sense of self-awareness and insight into your thought patterns. And by cultivating self-mastery through meditation and other practices, you can take control of your thoughts and emotions and cultivate a more positive and empowering mindset. Lesson 2. Accept unwanted thoughts. Acceptance is not the same as surrender or resignation. It does not mean that we approve of the unwanted thoughts or that we should allow them to dictate our actions. Instead, acceptance is about acknowledging the presence of these thoughts without judgment and recognizing that they are a natural part of the human experience. The human mind is a complex and intricate system, constantly generating thoughts, emotions, and sensations. Many of these thoughts arise spontaneously, without our conscious control. Some of them are pleasant, while others are unpleasant or even distressing. In Buddhism, this phenomenon is known as the monkey mind, the restless, uncontrollable nature of our thoughts, which can sometimes feel like a monkey swinging from branch to branch. When we experience unwanted thoughts, our initial reaction is often to resist, suppress, or ignore them. We may try to push them away, distract ourselves, or engage in activities that help us forget about them. However, this approach is often ineffective and can even exacerbate the problem. According to Buddhist teachings, resistance creates suffering, and the more we resist our thoughts, the more power we give them. To truly control our minds and increase our willpower, we must learn to accept unwanted thoughts with openness and curiosity. This means acknowledging their presence without judgment, recognizing that they are temporary and impermanent, and allowing them to exist without being controlled by them. One powerful technique for cultivating acceptance is mindfulness meditation. By focusing on our breath and observing our thoughts as they arise, we can develop a greater awareness of our mental processes and learn to relate to our thoughts in a more skillful way. Instead of being consumed by unwanted thoughts, we can observe them with detachment and curiosity, recognizing that they are simply mental events that do not define us or our experience. Another helpful practice is to cultivate self-compassion. When we experience unwanted thoughts, it's essential to be kind and understanding towards ourselves. Instead of criticizing ourselves for having these thoughts or trying to force them away, we can acknowledge their presence with gentleness and empathy. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we can create a more supportive and nurturing environment for personal growth and transformation. It's also important to recognize that acceptance is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. As we continue to practice acceptance, we may find that unwanted thoughts lose their power over us, becoming less frequent and less intense. However, this process takes time and patience, and it's essential to approach it with a spirit of curiosity and self-compassion. In some cases, unwanted thoughts may be a sign of deeper emotional or psychological issues that require professional help. If you find that unwanted thoughts are causing significant distress or interfering with your daily life, it's essential to seek support from a mental health professional. They can help you explore the underlying causes of your thoughts and develop strategies for managing them effectively. By acknowledging the presence of these thoughts without judgment, we can begin to break free from their grip and cultivate a more peaceful and resilient mind. Through practices like mindfulness meditation and self-compassion, we can develop a greater understanding of our mental processes and learn to relate to our thoughts in a more skillful and compassionate way. As we continue on this journey, we may find that our minds become more calm, focused, and resilient, allowing us to navigate the challenges of life with greater ease and grace. Lesson 3. Practice mindfulness meditation and breathing exercises. Mindfulness meditation and breathing exercises are powerful tools for controlling our minds and increasing our willpower. By focusing on our breath, we can bring our attention to the present moment and away from the thoughts that cause us suffering. Buddhism teaches us that the present moment is the only moment that truly exists, and by being fully present, we can find peace and clarity. Mindfulness of breath is a fundamental meditation practice in Buddhism. This technique involves focusing on the natural sensation of the breath as it enters and leaves the body. By concentrating on the breath, we can anchor our attention in the present moment and develop greater awareness of our thoughts and emotions. To practice mindfulness of breath, find a quiet, comfortable space where you can sit with your spine erect. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to relax your body and mind. Bring your attention to the sensation of your breath as it enters and leaves your nostrils. Observe the natural rhythm of your breath without trying to control or alter it. When your mind wanders, gently bring your focus back to your breath without judgment or frustration. Continue this practice for a set amount of time, gradually increasing the duration as you become more comfortable with the technique. Regular practice of mindfulness of breath can help us develop greater concentration, mental clarity, and emotional balance. As we become more adept at observing our thoughts and emotions without becoming entangled in them, we can cultivate the inner strength and resilience needed to increase our willpower. Body scan meditation is another powerful mindfulness practice that can help us develop greater awareness of our physical sensations and cultivate a deeper connection with our bodies. This technique involves systematically scanning the body from the toes to the head, while maintaining a non-judgmental and curious attitude. To practice body scan meditation, lie down or sit comfortably in a quiet space with your eyes closed and your body relaxed. Begin by taking a few deep breaths to center yourself and release any tension. Bring your attention to your toes and notice any sensations, such as warmth, tingling, or tension. Mentally acknowledge these sensations without trying to change or analyze them. Slowly move your attention up through your feet, ankles, and legs, taking the time to observe and acknowledge any sensations in each area. Continue this process, scanning your entire body, from your torso and arms to your neck, face, and head. When you reach the top of your head, take a few moments to rest in the awareness of your entire body. Gently bring your attention back to your breath and take a few deep breaths before opening your eyes and returning to your day. Regular practice of body scan meditation can help us develop greater self-awareness, reduce stress, and improve our ability to regulate our emotions. As we become more attuned to our physical sensations, we can better recognize the early signs of emotional distress and take proactive steps to maintain our mental and emotional balance. Loving kindness meditation is a Buddhist practice that involves cultivating feelings of love, compassion, and goodwill towards ourselves and others. This technique can help us develop a more positive outlook on life, reduce negative emotions, and increase our emotional resilience. To practice loving kindness meditation, sit comfortably with your eyes closed and take a few deep breaths to relax your body and mind. Bring to mind a person or being that you feel unconditional love and warmth towards, such as a close friend, family member, or pet. Silently repeat the following phrases, directing them towards this person or being. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be at peace. As you repeat these phrases, visualize the person or being surrounded by a warm, loving light. After a few minutes, bring to mind a neutral person, someone you neither like nor dislike, and repeat the phrases for them. Next, bring to mind a difficult person, someone you may have conflict or tension with, and repeat the phrases for them. Direct the phrases towards yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be at peace. Take a few moments to rest in the feeling of love and compassion before opening your eyes and returning to your day. Regular practice of loving kindness meditation can help us cultivate a more compassionate and understanding attitude towards ourselves and others. As we develop greater emotional resilience and empathy, we can more effectively navigate the challenges of life and increase our willpower. In addition to mindfulness meditation, various breathing exercises can help us control our minds and increase our willpower. These exercises can be practiced throughout the day, whenever we need to calm our minds or refocus our attention. Box breathing is a simple and effective technique for calming the mind and reducing stress. This exercise involves inhaling, holding, exhaling, and holding the breath for equal counts, creating a box pattern. To practice box breathing, sit comfortably with your eyes closed and your spine erect. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4. Repeat this cycle for several minutes, maintaining a steady and relaxed rhythm. By incorporating these techniques into our daily lives, we can cultivate mental clarity, emotional resilience, and inner peace. As we continue to explore the teachings of Buddhism, we will discover additional tools and practices that can support us on our journey towards self-mastery and enlightenment. Lesson 4. Use positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are a powerful tool in controlling our minds and increasing our willpower. They are statements that we consciously choose to repeat to ourselves, with the intention of replacing negative thoughts and beliefs with positive, empowering ones. In Buddhism, The power of positive affirmations is rooted in the understanding that our thoughts create our reality. By deliberately cultivating positive thoughts, we can transform our lives and develop mental resilience. The practice of using positive affirmations is grounded in the concept of right thought, which is one of the 8 elements of the Noble Eightfold Path, the Buddhist path to enlightenment. Right thought involves cultivating thoughts that are skillful, wholesome, and conducive to happiness and well-being. Positive affirmations help us to develop right thought by replacing unskillful, unwholesome thoughts with those that promote mental clarity, emotional balance, and spiritual growth. Some steps to help you effectively use positive affirmations in your life. Select affirmations that resonate with you and address specific areas of your life that you wish to improve. They should be positive, present tense statements that reflect the changes you want to see in yourself. Some examples are: I am confident and capable in all that I do. I am worthy of love and happiness. I am strong and resilient in the face of challenges. I am at peace with myself and the world around me. Make your affirmations personal and specific to your unique situation. The more they resonate with your individual needs and aspirations, the more effective they will be. For example, if you are struggling with self-doubt in your professional life, you might choose an affirmation like, I am skilled and competent in my work, and I contribute valuable ideas and insights. Consistency is key when it comes to using positive affirmations. Repeat your chosen affirmations to yourself multiple times a day, especially during moments of stress, self-doubt, or negativity. You can say them aloud, whisper them to yourself, or repeat them silently in your mind. The more you repeat your affirmations, the more deeply they will become ingrained in your subconscious mind, eventually replacing the negative thoughts and beliefs that have been holding you back. To enhance the power of your affirmations, combine them with visualization techniques. As you repeat your affirmations, close your eyes and imagine yourself embodying the qualities or achievements described in your statements. Visualize yourself confident, successful, and happy, and feel the emotions associated with these positive states. This practice helps to strengthen the neural connections in your brain associated with your desired outcomes, making it easier for you to manifest them in your life. Changing deeply ingrained thought patterns takes time and persistence. Don't be discouraged if you don't see immediate results from your positive affirmations practice. Keep in mind that you are working to rewire your brain and create new neural pathways, which is a gradual process. Stay committed to your practice and trust that with time, patience, and persistence, you will begin to see the positive changes you seek. Incorporate positive affirmations into your daily routine to ensure that you are consistently reinforcing your new thought patterns. You might choose to repeat your affirmations during your morning meditation, write them in a journal, or post them in places where you will see them frequently, such as on your bathroom mirror or refrigerator. The more you integrate affirmations into your daily life, the more naturally they will become a part of your thought process. By deliberately cultivating positive thoughts and beliefs, we can transform our lives and develop mental resilience. The practice of positive affirmations aligns with the Buddhist teachings on right thought and can help us to create a more skillful, wholesome mental landscape. By choosing our affirmations wisely, personalizing them, repeating them regularly, combining them with visualization, cultivating mindfulness, being patient and persistent, and integrating them into our daily lives, we can harness the power of positive affirmations to create lasting change and unlock our true potential. Lesson 5. Shift your perspective. Equanimity is the ability to maintain a balanced and clear mind, even in the face of challenging emotions or situations. In Buddhism, equanimity is considered one of the 4 immeasurables, along with loving kindness, compassion, and sympathetic joy. To cultivate equanimity, practice observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment or attachment. Recognize that they are temporary and impermanent, like waves on the ocean. By maintaining a balanced perspective, you can prevent negative thoughts from overwhelming you and increase your willpower. The 4 foundations of mindfulness are a set of practices that can help us shift our perspective and cultivate a deeper understanding of our thoughts and experiences. These foundations include mindfulness of the body, feelings, mind, and mental objects. By practicing mindfulness in each of these areas, we can develop a more balanced and clear perspective, which in turn strengthens our willpower and ability to control our minds. To practice mindfulness of the body, focus your attention on the physical sensations in your body, such as the sensation of your breath or the feeling of your feet on the ground. For mindfulness of feelings, observe the pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral sensations that arise in response to your thoughts and experiences. For mindfulness of the mind, observe the thoughts that arise in your mind without judgment or attachment. And for mindfulness of mental objects, observe the thoughts, emotions, and memories that arise in your mind in response to external stimuli. Compassion and loving kindness are powerful tools for shifting our perspective and increasing our willpower. By cultivating a sense of compassion and loving kindness towards ourselves and others, we can transform our thoughts and create a more positive and supportive inner environment. To develop compassion and loving kindness, practice sending well wishes and positive thoughts to yourself and others. You can use phrases such as, "May I be happy," "May I be healthy," "May I be at peace," or "May you be happy," "May you be healthy," "May you be at peace." By actively cultivating these positive emotions, we can weaken the power of negative thoughts and strengthen our willpower. Impermanence is a fundamental teaching in Buddhism, reminding us that everything in life is temporary and constantly changing. By reflecting on impermanence, we can shift our perspective and develop a deeper appreciation for the present moment. This awareness can help us let go of attachments and reduce the power of negative thoughts, ultimately increasing our willpower. To reflect on impermanence, consider the changing nature of your thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Recognize that everything in life is subject to change and that nothing is permanent. The middle way is a core teaching in Buddhism that encourages us to find balance and avoid extremes. By embracing the middle way, we can shift our perspective and develop a more balanced and harmonious approach to life. This balance can help us control our minds, increase our willpower, and find greater peace and happiness. To embrace the middle way, reflect on the extremes in your life and look for opportunities to find balance and moderation. This might include balancing work and leisure, rest and activity, or self-care and caring for others. As mentioned earlier, gratitude is a powerful tool for shifting our perspective and increasing our willpower. By focusing on the things we are grateful for, we can cultivate a more positive outlook and reduce the power of negative thoughts. By reframing challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, we can shift our perspective and increase our willpower. This approach allows us to view obstacles as stepping stones on our path to self-improvement and transformation. By cultivating equanimity, practicing the 4 foundations of mindfulness, developing compassion and loving kindness, reflecting on impermanence, embracing the middle way, cultivating gratitude, and reframing challenges as opportunities, we can transform our thoughts and create a more positive and empowering inner environment. This, in turn, will strengthen our willpower and enable us to lead more fulfilling and joyful lives. Lesson 6. Manage stress. Stress is an inevitable part of life, but it's essential to manage it effectively to maintain our mental and emotional well-being. Buddhism offers several teachings and practices that can help us manage stress and cultivate inner peace. The first step in managing stress is to understand its nature. Stress arises when we perceive a situation as threatening or challenging, triggering our body's fight or flight response. This response is designed to help us survive in dangerous situations, but in modern life, it's often activated by non-life-threatening events, such as work deadlines or traffic jams. Buddhism teaches us that stress is ultimately caused by our attachment to certain outcomes and our resistance to change. By understanding the nature of stress and its roots in our attachments and resistance, we can begin to address it at its source. Equanimity is the quality of being calm and balanced, even in the face of adversity. It's an essential skill for managing stress and maintaining our mental and emotional well-being. In Buddhism, equanimity is considered one of the 4 immeasurables, along with loving kindness, compassion, and sympathetic joy. To cultivate equanimity, we can practice mindfulness meditation and reflect on the impermanent nature of all phenomena. By recognizing that everything is constantly changing, we can develop a greater sense of acceptance and resilience in the face of stress and adversity. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage our emotions, as well as those of others. It's a crucial skill for managing stress and maintaining healthy relationships. In Buddhism, emotional intelligence is closely related to the practice of mindfulness, which helps us become more aware of our emotions and their effects on our thoughts and actions. To develop emotional intelligence, we can practice mindfulness meditation and engage in activities that help us understand and express our emotions, such as journaling or therapy. We can also cultivate empathy and compassion for others, which can help us better understand their emotions and respond to them with kindness and understanding. Self-care is the practice of taking care of our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It's an essential aspect of stress management, as it helps us maintain our energy and resilience in the face of life's challenges. In Buddhism, self-care is considered an act of self-compassion, as it reflects our understanding of the interdependence of all beings and our responsibility to care for ourselves as well as others. To practice self-care, we can engage in activities that nourish our bodies, minds, and spirits, such as exercise, meditation, or spending time in nature. We can also set boundaries, prioritize rest and relaxation, and seek support from friends, family, or mental health professionals when needed. Healthy relationships are a crucial source of support and connection in our lives, helping us manage stress and maintain our mental and emotional well-being. In Buddhism, the importance of healthy relationships is emphasized through teachings on loving kindness, compassion, and the interdependence of all beings. To foster healthy relationships, we can practice active listening, empathy, and compassion, both for ourselves and others. We can also engage in activities that strengthen our connections with others, such as volunteering, joining a community group, or participating in spiritual or religious practices. By understanding the nature of stress, cultivating equanimity, developing emotional intelligence, practicing self-care, fostering gratitude, building healthy relationships, and seeking professional help when needed, we can effectively manage stress and enhance our overall well-being. Through the teachings and practices of Buddhism, we can find the guidance and support we need to navigate life's challenges with grace, resilience, and inner peace. Lesson 7. Create focused distractions. In our journey to control our minds and increase our willpower, we've explored various techniques rooted in Buddhist teachings. Focused distractions are activities that engage our minds fully, allowing us to momentarily step away from unhelpful thoughts or cravings. By immersing ourselves in these activities, we can create a mental space that promotes clarity and inner calm. This practice is not about escaping our problems or avoiding our thoughts. Rather, it's about providing our minds with a healthy alternative to dwelling on negativity. Artistic and creative activities can be incredibly effective focused distractions. When we engage in creative pursuits, we tap into our innate ability to express ourselves and connect with our inner world. Painting, drawing, writing, playing a musical instrument, or even cooking can all serve as powerful focused distractions. These activities allow us to channel our energy into something positive and constructive, while simultaneously providing our minds with a much-needed break from negative thoughts. Learning and mastering new skills can also serve as focused distractions. By engaging in activities that challenge our minds and encourage growth, we can cultivate a sense of accomplishment and self-confidence. This, in turn, can help us develop the mental strength needed to control our thoughts and increase our willpower. Consider taking up a new hobby, such as learning a foreign language, practicing a new sport, or studying a subject that has always interested you. As you progress and improve, you'll find that your ability to focus and manage your thoughts becomes stronger as well. Social connections can provide a powerful antidote to negative thoughts and feelings. When we engage with others in meaningful conversations or shared activities, we create a sense of belonging and support that can help us navigate life's challenges. Reach out to friends, family members, or colleagues and arrange to spend time together. Engage in activities that foster connection, such as volunteering, joining a club or group, or attending a workshop or class. By focusing on our relationships and the people around us, we can shift our attention away from unhelpful thoughts and cultivate a more positive state of mind. Physical exercise is another effective focus distraction that can help us control our minds and increase our willpower. When we engage in physical activity, our bodies release endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. This can help to reduce stress, anxiety, and negative thoughts. Additionally, regular exercise has been shown to improve cognitive function, including focus and mental clarity. Choose an activity that you enjoy, such as walking, running, swimming, or dancing, and make it a regular part of your routine. As you challenge your body and push your limits, you'll find that your mind becomes stronger and more resilient as well. Creating a mindful environment can also serve as a focused distraction. Surround yourself with objects, colors, and scents that promote relaxation and inner peace. This might include lighting candles, diffusing essential oils, or arranging fresh flowers. By cultivating a space that encourages mindfulness and tranquility, you can create a sanctuary where negative thoughts are less likely to take hold. This environment can serve as a gentle reminder to stay present and focus on the current moment, rather than dwelling on unhelpful thoughts or worries. Finally, it's essential to set boundaries and prioritize self-care in order to maintain mental clarity and willpower. This may involve learning to say no to commitments that drain your energy or create unnecessary stress. It's also important to establish a regular self-care routine that includes activities such as meditation, yoga, or journaling. By taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being, you'll be better equipped to manage negative thoughts and maintain control over your mind. By engaging in activities that fully capture our attention, we can momentarily step away from negative thoughts and cultivate a more positive state of mind. Whether through creative pursuits, skill building, social connections, physical exercise, or mindful environments, focused distractions can help us develop the mental resilience needed to navigate life's challenges with grace and inner strength.